Well, we are here for the final season of Fringe. You've got a nice little scary, ominous poster behind you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's the first time I really looked at it.
Yeah, it's not the happiest of posters. But for Broyles, have you actually, what can you say about what you've filmed so far?
Well, we filmed my Broyles kind of introduction into the season. And wow, there's so much I feel like I can't say yet.
There's no one here. You can just say everything.
And you see it in the episode that I first come back. You know, Broyles is in quite a dilemma because in a way that's pretty much the same as when we left off in episode 419. He is working now. Fringe Division is basically part of the Observer's police force. So it's really like Vichy France during World War II. And so, for all intents and purposes, Broyles is a collaborator with the occupying force. In his mind, of course, he's trying to take care of humanity as best he can, make the best out of a terrible situation. So, you know, I think that the most interesting thing about Broyles' journey this season is how he deals with that and where he winds up in that dilemma.
Is that going to put him into direct conflict with our Fringe team, that as we know it?
I have to be very careful about it because I don't want to give spoilers, but I don't want to lie either.
Yes. Appreciate that.
It brings him into direct contact with our old Fringe team. Whether it's conflict or not, we shall see.
There was a lovely moment at the end of 419 when he picked up the red vine, and it was like, I think for a lot of fans were wondering, is he kind of wondering if Walter is now fighting the good fight?
Well, you know, in that moment, I think really honestly, it was just, he thought it can't be. He can't, this is a Walter thing.
Right.
He can't really be back.
Yeah. They were ambered. It's not necessarily the best position to be in for a number of years.
Yeah, yeah. I hope the brain, I hope it's not like in, actually, what was that Wesley Snipes movie, Sylvester Stallone movie, in the 90s where he was frozen for like 30 years.
I haven't seen that, but now I'm very curious to go watch that.
Sorry. Anyway.
No, it's totally fine.
And in that, basically he was conscious the entire time. So hopefully, while they're in amber, they're like asleep.
Well, I think they actually touched upon that in season 3. I think they actually were aware of every moment. At least in the old timeline, they were talking about they were aware of all the time that they had passed.
Don't remember that. Oh, well, that kind of stinks.
Yeah. It's not going to probably be the best state of mind you'd imagine for these guys. No. Yeah. So has it really started to hit you now that this is the final season? Because I know when we last spoke, you hadn't actually started filming yet.
Has it finally hit me? I mean, it's not like, for me, it's not as though I was thinking this was going to go on forever.
Right.
And you know, it's a funny thing about being on a series, particularly for me, because I've done kind of 2 series back to back with Lost in between with almost no break.
Right.
So, and in form and function, in some ways, Broyles is so similar to Daniels from The Wire that sometimes I feel like I've been playing the same role for the last 10 years. So, you know, sometimes I feel like I just need to do something else. On the other hand, working on this show has been such an incredible experience, both creatively and personally, because the cast members, we got some good people.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my answer, if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense. It's going to be interesting to see how all the fans are feeling in, you know, a couple of months when it gets much, much closer to the end. And I mean, I'm sure you guys are just going to stop filming soon, so it's going to be...
Well, and I think for the fans, and I don't want to put words in the fans' mouth, but as a fan of shows, you know, it's funny because last night I just finished watching the 6th season of Dexter.
Oh.
And you know, I'm a real serial kind of guy, so I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan, and I remember when Battlestar Galactica, as you reach the end of a season or as you reach the end of a series, you keep hoping. You start to reach a point where you keep hoping that there's more episodes than there really are.
Yeah.
And so, because it's just to watch is just so exciting, and I really think the fans are going to have that experience. And this season, perhaps more than any other, because it's going to be more serialized than any other season.